The date's Friday, July 25, 2025. This is the status of the woods. Clearing slash back lawn extension slash private snowmobile trails. These are some of the boulders and stones I got out of the woods and out of a retaining wall that was along the edge of the back lawn here. Made a blueberry patch. Everywhere where you see straw on the ground is all freshly raked, seeded. Some of it, most of this was in the past several days right here. The blue tarp is covering my wheelbarrow. This is the vast trail. It runs up my lawn, crosses the road up there, and then the field across the road. This will be the new vast trail on my property. Going through the woods. This was all cleared. I seeded this within the past 4 days or so, 4 or 5 days. This is the main vast Route 2/18, I believe it is, vast corridor up through my woods. This was put in about 7 years ago. This is looking back up in my backyard. I had the excavator here the past 2 days. Pretty much leveled it out as much as I need to. The rest is going to be hand done. This is going to be all back lawn all the way down through here. These are private trails, snowmobile trails. That one heads down around, loops down around to the vast trail. This one goes north down into what was the back of my woods. I have a video of last Thanksgiving where I was clearing down through here. I started clearing right about here and worked my way around and showed where I was going to put this trail. And that's the video from Thanksgiving 2024. And this is what it looks like now. Everything worked out pretty much as planned. Bring the snowmobile down around here, be able to turn around here. Before you couldn't see Route 2 at all. That's Route 2. What you see north here and intersection of Severance Hill Road and Route 2 in East St. Johnsbury. This is a turnaround here. This was all softwoods, mainly softwoods. All the trees you see remaining are hardwood. I'm turning my woods, changing them from softwoods to hardwoods. Eventually I hope to have a nice hardwood canopy. I've been working on this for a year now. It was like the last week in July when I started this last year, 2024. Clearing trees, clearing some trails. The more I cleared, the more I liked it. The more I cleared, the more breeze we had in the backyard, the less bugs there were. Used to be carried away by the mosquitoes, black flies, and deer flies. Instead of walking down the main vast corridor, I'll take this shortcut I created. Now there's just a constant breeze, pretty much all the time. Before you'd have to put bug repellent on several times, and even then you'd still be getting eaten alive. Now we're back to the vast Vermont Association of Snowmobile Travelers corridor. It's pretty wet down here. This got chewed up pretty bad. There were some huge trees that I had cut, and the stumps, there were about 5 stumps in this particular area right here that were real close maneuvers with the excavator. Had to dig around them. Here's one stump, ball, root plate. There's another one. There's one over the, beyond the, right over the hill there from the other one. A lot of roots you see on top of this fallen tree. These ruts are about 2 to 3 feet deep. A lot of clay here, so I got to wait for this to dry out before I excavate it. There's another root plate there, root ball. There's a big root ball, that root plate there. This particular root plate was a blowdown from several years ago. Deer tracks right here. Big deer tracks through here. That's from since yesterday, because I had the excavator here yesterday. This particular root plate was a blowdown. This is about 12 feet high. And the interesting part of this, the tree was about 24 to 30 inches in diameter at the base. Look how thin this is. This whole thing's no thicker than about a foot. Right here you've got a rock embedded within the roots. A bolt, like a small boulder. Here you've got another rock. A little bit loose. I poked out some of the dirt. I was thinking I could stand behind it and put my face in there so you could get a picture of a face in here in the root plate. Pretty amazing that the tree was able to stand. That's how thick the woods were, though. The tree was able to stand and be 24 to 30 inches in diameter at the base with such shallow roots. This comes up, this will all be eventually back lawn. There's what I call islands where I put boulders and limbs and trunks, tree trunk sections, branches. Then I have small trails, so I can come through here and manage and eliminate the softwoods and baby the hardwoods, keep the hardwoods growing. Here I tied one back that was leaning, major lean to it. Little trails like this I have through different places. I have a neighbor that likes to snowshoe through here at different places on my, this was 4 acres of woods, about 3.5, not including the swamp, which is about a half an acre. There's a swamp at the very bottom. But he has some snowshoe trails that through here. Different places. Here's another place where I have to finish excavating when it dries out. So there's quite a bit of work yet to do. But like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. This is what I've been doing the past year. Even in the winter I was down here with my chainsaw. Here's another little trail. This meets up with the one down below. Here's another tree I tied up. I believe this is a cherry. And that's the tour. That's my progress. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.